Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're bringing you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use for tomorrow. And we're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we got a lot to talk about on the news. Like I said in the thumbnail today, hold the line because we are at an important level of support for Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get some price action in the positive direction, even with all the crazy economics and things that are just going on in the world. But hey, I got a very special person that I'm working with, and he is one of the busiest guys in crypto. The man, the myth, the legend, F.B. White. My dude, what's up?
I can't complain, man. How you feeling, man? I'm a little less of a hectic day, but you know, still hectic nonetheless. But we here, man.
You look better.
Nightcap time.
I ain't gonna lie. You look
Oh,
better tonight.
thank you. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was tired yesterday.
Yeah. Like you came in today with a smile. Yesterday you were just
Oh
like,
yeah, man. I just had some tacos. So you know, it's taco. What's today? Oh, that was yesterday. But you know, Taco Tuesday. But it's taco. Anytime I have some tacos, man, I'm happy. So I'm
there it
happy
is, there it
to
is.
eat tacos and happy to get on the nightcap.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, we appreciate you. I know it can definitely be a grind sometimes, but that being said, we do it for the people, and we do it for the people. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say what's up. All right, Crypto Mar, how you doing? He's in the chat. Redman's in here. How you doing, my friend? Alexandra G, the best mind in the house. Redman, I already called you out. You get two. You get two things of love here today. I do like him though. He's a really nice guy. I met him down in Nashville. Super cool guy. Harp, yo, what's up, my dude? Army Piper's in the house. He's singing the song. I dropped some lyrics of my own there. You know, the song slaps. I mean, what are we gonna say? We might have the best audio board and we might have the best intro music out of all the shows. You know, I'm not biased or anything. Don't worry about me. All right, what else we got here? Caffeinated Crypto's in the house. He's dropping some coffee. He must be like a late night coffee drinker, man. That's the only thing I can take from that. So, or he just, maybe that's just his emoji for Caffeinated Crypto. But I need some more. I need some more deets, bro. Caffeinated, hit me up. Let me know. I wanna know your deets, man. You're in the chat enough. Let's learn something about you. Indie Rock Crypto. He said, bring in the alpha. You know it, my guy. He's our official hype man. Hope all is well, my friend. Mark Dutch. Whoa, Dutch Digital, you're changing it up on me, man. What are you doing here? Well, I mean, I know who you are, but you got to tell me more. Did you open a channel? What's going on? Why the name change? Let me know. Let me know in the chat, man. But I saw him in the Discord. He was asking for this show. That feels good. I gotta be honest with you. Let's see who else we got. Max H in the house. Hold the line. You know it. You know it. There's so many good memes and like movie references for that too. Piper, he dropped one, and then I started looking. I was like, oh yeah. What actually came to my mind was Gladiator. When they're running through the woods. That was kind of the that was what came to my mind. But yeah, there's a bunch of good quotes in there, or movie quotes. Let's see. Amy Lives Crypto dropping the orange hearts. How you doing, lady? Hope all is well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Mike plays in the house. French Toaster. Hola, my friend. And who else we got? Scrolling. You guys are blowing up the chat already. I love it. C90 for the win. Max H is in here. Nice. What's up, guys? Hope all is well. Jay Violet, evening, everyone. Hello, how are you? I think this might be the first time that I've seen you in the chat. So how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Retro Mike Tech, numero uno show on Piper Academy. My dude. I mean, sorry, Piper. We might be doing big things.
He's trying to stir up some animosity around here, man. We all a big family, man. Even we might have the #1 show, but we still a big family, man. We're not gonna stir up any type of hard feelings to the morning show, man. Matter of fact, I want to come on the morning show. I need to get on the morning show. I haven't been there in a while, man. I'll go, talk to my guys.
See,
Can we get the what's 1, 2, 3, 4? What's that, quadruple? Can we get the quadruple going?
FD so nice, man. You know what I say to the morning show? It's over. We're taking over. All right. I love mixing it up with Piper. It's all friendly banner. You know that. Who else we got here in the chat? Wix White Fine 89. How you doing? Clayt the Great Hootie Hoo. Seth Shepard's in the house. How you doing, my friend? And let's see. I think that is it. I think we got everybody called out. So thank you everyone for joining. We truly appreciate it. And it's man. I'm just in a good mood, honestly. I'm in a good mood. I'm ready to do this. FD, you got anything you want to chat about before we get into the news?
Man, yeah, I hate to pat myself on the back, man, but I know we're gonna talk about this, man. But I'm gonna wait. Go ahead.
Hey, man.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Go ahead, pat it out. We're here for you. Let's hear.
Are we talking XRP today?
Oh, we're gonna get there. Okay. Yeah, hold it.
There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. All right on. So let's go ahead and start it off with the news. First up, we got BlackRock and Fidelity spot Bitcoin ETFs did a combined $1.24 billion in trading volume today. Now, you're probably like, and I saw this in the comments below, be smart. Understand that not all volume is good volume, and some of it is outflows, some of it is inflows. Just understand that part of it. But that being said, that's a lot of volume going through. Like, this is good. This means that activity in the ETFs are picking up. They had over $1 billion worth of trading volume yesterday as well. Now, that was probably more so outflows. There was a little bit of, stuff going on in the world. It's a catalyst for bringing the price down. That makes sense. No biggie. But the big thing is that people are trading these ETFs, are getting more popular, right? So that is very important. That's why I put this one in today. And the next thing we got up here is going to be very important, that you take into consideration not just the charts, not just the news, but you start looking at some of the metrics like on chain, right? And this is something that you want to take in as well. So new whales are accumulating Bitcoin at a faster than ever before. And it says new whales are wallets holding more than 1,000 BTC with an average coin age of 155 days. All right, so Crypto Quant, really cool. Like, it's got a lot of good charts that kind of break down some of the metrics that you're seeing on chain. Every once in a while, go over there and take a look-see, right? Try to get smart on that, because I think that there's definitely an argument to be had that this data is important to incorporate into your analysis. Good news is, right, I'm feeling bullish on Bitcoin, and this is kind of confirmation that we're still kind of looking pretty bullish on Bitcoin right now. It's just like I said, I think I said this yesterday, that the issue is everything else outside of crypto and everything else outside of Bitcoin that I think is kind of suppressing the price right now personally. But that's my own 2 cents, or Satoshis, as Crypto Blood says. All right, you got anything you want to talk about with those 2 articles? Anything you want to add there, or do you want to get to the spice?
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, like you said, man, like a lot of times we get caught up in just price. But when you actually, peel a few layers back and you see that, the people who've been holding, their conviction is strong, and more people's conviction is strong, then it just gives you a little bit more, gives me a little bit more conviction as well when I see these people who've been holding and they're accumulating. They're not selling, they're accumulating more than what they already have. And then you see more and more people accumulating more and more Bitcoin. So it's just one of them things where we just gotta, wait out the storm. And like you said, a lot of this stuff is not crypto related. So we just gotta weather the storm, and then we should, reap the benefits of our conviction, hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. I like that. Let's see here. Piper said, one day I will go on vacation and never come back. Someone has to run this when I'm gone. Well, we got you, dog. We got you, man. I think you got the right people in place. We're building, and we're getting better and bigger, and I like seeing it, man. It makes me feel good. So what else we got here? Not a whole lot. You guys are just mixing it up in the chat, having your own little side conversations. I love it. I love it. All right, cool. You know what time it is. We're going to go ahead and bring up Mr. Fudd. Go ahead, sound the siren. Let's get it. All right, here we go. And FD is going to pat himself on the back here. Breaking, the SEC has filed an appeal in the Ripple lawsuit. And guess what, FD? Not only were you going to pat yourself on the back, but I'm kind of a step ahead of you. So here you go, man. He posted it here. This is on his X. Go ahead and follow him on X if you want to get some of that alpha. He said 5 days ago, I gave the XRP community the heads up. Told y'all, be careful with them trades. So FD, man, we got to turn it over to you because you must have something to talk about. So let's hear it.
So I mean, I didn't really predict. I just was doing a lot of digging when it came to XRP, because I'm like, okay, I remember that they had a certain amount of time to appeal. So luckily I looked it up, and then somebody else had tweeted about it. I can't remember her name. It's on my X if you go over there. And she confirmed it and said they had until like October 7th or October 8th to appeal. So I came and made a video about 5 or 6 days ago, and I said, XRP, this is not a shield video. This is not one of them, engagement XRP videos. This is a real video because people are getting real, excited for XRP. And then you see we had that huge dip. I mean, that huge pump. So I guess people thought that they weren't going to appeal. But then I said, not yet. Not yet. Slow down. And then lo and behold, the appeal came out about 2 or 3 hours ago. So I kind of knew this was going to happen. That's why I made that video, and that's why I was a little weary of trying to trade that XRP. It looked like it was going to try to break out, but I said no. I'm gonna wait till this week, and that's what I'm doing really with all of crypto. I'm waiting till this week, kind of dies down, see what happens, let the dust settle, and then I'll start to reevaluate. But with the XRP, I was definitely putting that high alert in from the community, and I put that video out, and it did fairly well for my channel. So hopefully people took that and took it into consideration if they were trading it or if they were trying to buy some spot bags. I just was trying to sound an alarm. That's all.
Yeah, no, right on, right on. Cool. Hey, Alexo, what's up, my guy? Hope all is well. My friend Dave P, how you doing? And Wit589, welcome. Hope all is well to all of you. All right. So Piper sent me a link here. It's from Kyle Dupes, if you guys are familiar with him. Let me go ahead and pull this up. We are still in the FUD. There we go. So on-chain metric alert. Despite the anticipation of a bull market, active Bitcoin and Ethereum addresses have been on a steady decline since early 2024. This shows fewer wallets interacting with the blockchain. The Fed's tightening is draining liquidity. And while we wait new investors, we may need to wait for a pivot to quantitative easing to reignite market hype. Patience is key. So, I mean, I get where he's going with that, but I don't know if this necessarily takes whales into account, right? So that's one thing. There's kind of that, a whale is a single individual with a large amount of capital. So, contrarian looks at it, I'll say, but at the same time, we have institutional investment. So not too surprising to see, I'll say, less wallets, yet the same amount of volume or more, because we now have institutions. So there's bigger capital flowing through, I'll say, based on that, or more capital flowing through based on, institutional investment. How does this work too? So when you're talking about individual wallets, think about this. And this isn't something I thought about before, but it's something I'm just kind of thinking about live. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But if you have an ETF, that is a wallet that's associated with an institution, not to an individual, right? So you're going to be buying this ETF through an institution like BlackRock, Grayscale, but that wallet will not be associated with you as an individual or as retail. So it kind of would make sense to see less wallets and still just as much volume or more volume. So that would be one thing to kind of like look at those metrics and see how those align. That would take a lot more analysis that I can't do here as we're doing this show, but just something for you to think about. Little food for thought, we'll say. That is, let's see here. What else we got in chat? What do you think about that, FD? I mean, do you think that makes sense? I don't know.
When it comes to the wallets and when it comes to things like that, it's hard for me. I'm not really like a super on chain and wallet, investigator or whatever they call it. So it's hard because I like with Bitcoin, I got like 7 wallets with Bitcoin on it. But overall, it's a I have a total number of Bitcoin, but I got like it's like split up. So it's hard to gauge how many wallets one person actually has, like how many people actually are holding it, because they could just take that and be like, oh well, 7 people have this much Bitcoin, but really it's just me with 7 different wallets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of those metrics is really is very hard to
It is.
gauge the to gauge the real numbers in it. So
Mhm.
I sometimes I look at it with a when it comes to the big wallets, that's different. But when it comes to like smaller wallets and things like that, and how many people are actually holding it, it's kind of hard to gauge from my point of view.
Yeah. And Piper said retail is dropping off, whales are buying it all OTC. Yeah, man. I mean, so that kind of aligns. Let's see what
Yeah,
else.
and so Seth, what's up, Seth? Seth's back in the building, man. He said most people have at least 2 wallets. Yeah, I got like 50. Like honestly,
Yeah,
like
no, I don't. I
like
don't have that many.
I only used probably like maybe like 14 or 13 of them last time I counted, but I got like 50 with probably like some dust on it, but I
Yeah,
still got a lot because I just all different chains. I probably got like 8 to 10 different Solana wallets. I probably got 4 or 5 different Cardano wallets. I got of course MetaMask. I probably got like 2 or 3 of those, and I got a Trust wallet. I got a lot of different wallets, so they're all over the place, man.
yeah. I don't have that many. I probably have like 7 or 8 in total. I try to consolidate. I'm really big on that. I actually this weekend actually focused on that. I took a lot of the stuff, a lot of the wallets that I had, and I brought a lot of it back over to either Coinbase like wallet or
Oh yeah,
Coinbase. The
yeah, I
stuff that
got
I
that
had that
too.
was kind of
Yeah,
spread out, like low, just a couple $100 here, 300-400
yeah.
here. I'm bringing it all back, and then I'm gonna kind of figure out what I want to do with it. But
So yeah, so once my crypto started getting a little bit, my portfolio started getting a little bit bigger. I started to diversify my wallets a little bit because I didn't want to just all because crypto, being such a it's a lot of security risk in it. So with that
mhm.
being said, I just wanted to have it spread out. Just in case even if I just got to go somewhere quick, I have like different wallets, and if somebody want to confiscate, let me stop. But if anything happens, I have
Yeah,
my wallets.
I got
I
you.
have my main ones, of course, but I have some different ones too, just in case.
Right, right. They had some pretty cool gear down at Bitcoin 2024, man. Like different versions of wallets, like just some really cool concepts that they were using. And then they had like physical like coins as well that were not even representative. They actually were worth, certain bits of Bitcoin, whether it's 1 Bitcoin, half a Bitcoin. It was like a tangible asset, but it was worth, a certain amount of like Bitcoin, which was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought about dropping like 10K on one. I was like, I just want it. It just looks cool. Wick 589, he said, can we discuss how this actually impacts the network, its potential? Nothing. Let the SEC appeal whatever issues it has with how Ripple sold XRP 10 years ago. I don't care. I mean, yeah. I mean, fair
I
enough. The
mean, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
the thing about this is it's draining Ripple, right? It is draining them financially. Like the longer these litigations go, the longer this stuff drags out, the more money it costs, right? Like it's really dampering their ability to conduct business. Like and not, I mean, because think about it, right? When you're in business to make money. You're not in business to like go negative, right? So that's the things that like you got to consider. And then like if you got that stench on you, like some people are going to be like, well, I want to make this deal with you, but it is contingent on the SEC dropping their case. And that's how business works a lot of times. There's a lot of contingencies, and sometimes contingencies on top of contingencies to make a deal go through. And that's why you'll see deals fall through or never come to fruition, or like they got this plan to do something and then it doesn't happen because, you know, one of these contingencies weren't met. And I think that's the issue that I see with XRP. And I think that's why the price has really been suppressed. You know, on top of them just spending buku amounts of money, you know, on this stupid battle with SEC. Like the SEC needs to give it up, man. Like it's like someone says you're wrong. Well, no, I'm not wrong. I'm gonna find a way to prove you wrong, that I'm not wrong. You know, and it's like they just keep going in this big circle, but it's costing people money, man. It's kind of messed up. Like when you really think about it, like just the fact that they can do that in general is really messed up. But it is what it is. The Ripple isn't poor though, and no one likes SEC. They know it's small potatoes. I'm not saying Ripple's poor, but like you're talking about affecting their bottom line. Like they could take this money and they can invest it and, you know, trying into the future of like maybe like R&D, right? Research and development. That money that they would have had to do something else is now potentially gone. So it's stunning their growth is kind of the point that I'm trying to make there. So that's kind of my angle. I'm not saying it's going to bankrupt them because it's probably not, but that it could. Like ultimately, it could be their downfall. It could be their demise, that they had to fight a battle for 10 years. And then now, you know, it's finally all done and it's like they're behind the curve. You know, that's kind of my point there. Like XRP should be much, much further along. It should be a much higher price than it is right now. It should be. But because of the SEC, it's not. And that's kind of where I have an issue with the SEC, that they have that kind of power. Cool. I think we spent some time on that. Y'all want me to turn ads off on this show? Yes, please. Turn the ads off. Don't make the people suffer. All right. Cool. What's next, man? We got market pulse. Let's do some market pulse. Do that. Here we go. Economic calendar. We got the services PMI that is coming out tomorrow on the 3rd. So here is your little shill for the morning show. Tune into that tomorrow. Piper's going to break that all down for you. Friday, October 4th, you got non-farm payrolls, unemployment rates. That's going to go on Friday. And then next Wednesday on the 9th, you got FOMC minutes, followed by Thursday, you got core inflation rate, month over month, year over year, inflation rate, month over month, year over year. So you got a lot going on next week. That one's going to be a biggie. Expect some volatility based on those numbers. FD, for some reason, it looks like your camera is just like flickering in and out. And I don't know if that's a connection issue or what, but if something's going on your end, have you take a look, see while I'm going through this. All right, total market cap, we're sitting at $2.11 trillion. That is down 0.84% over the last day. Crypto market trading volume over the last 24 hours is at 92.37 billion, and that is down 20.67%. Bitcoin dominance currently sitting at 56.75%. That's an increase of 0.47 over the last day. Let's see some of your trending coins here. You got MAD, Engine Layer, and Mantra all trending. That's your top three. Fear and Greed Index is currently sitting at 39. Fear, no surprise there to see that trending down with the price pullback. Bitcoin currently sitting at $60,866. That is down 0.21%. Not so bad over 24 hours. Ethereum is down 3.78% though over 24 hours. That is down to $2,367. BNB still trending in a negative direction. That's at 544. That's down 0.92%. Solana's at 140. That's trending down. That's at that's down 2.86%. XRP is damn. They see how news can impact a coin, and this is kind of what we talk about all the time. Why we talk about news, because it can have an impact. Proof in the pudding right here. 50.
You know what? You know what, TradeFly?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, man. Like we got that. You remember the market wasn't really moving, and then XRP out of nowhere went up to like almost 67 cents. I think it was like 66 cents. I think somebody knew it was coming, so they just took the price. Man, so much manipulation going on, man.
Well,
and then just
they had that ETF
came in.
news. They had two things
Oh,
drop.
you
They had two bits of
okay.
news that dropped that were really bullish for XRP.
So
There
they
was,
had the Bitwise, I think. Was it Bitwise?
I think
It
that
was
there
one of
was
those
ETF
companies
news,
that
and
did.
then I want to say maybe something with Grayscale also, and I can't remember what it
Okay,
was, but
yeah, you're
there
right. You're
was
right. You're right.
two
Yeah.
bits of good
It was
bullish
the
news
ETF. The
for
ETF.
XRP, and so that made it pump. And then all of a sudden, it was like
Boom.
SEC was like, no. They gave them the what, and then down we go. So they got the boop boop. All right, over to
Hold on. They
what's
saying I
up?
got a mic echo. Is my mic echoing? I don't have any. Let me see.
Really,
Check.
you sound good on
Yeah, I'm
this
not
side,
sure.
to me at least.
Says mic echo.
I'm not really sure.
See, as soon as we start talking about XRP, man, SEC has
Hey, can you
entered the
guys
chat.
let me know in the chat if that was going on the whole time? So if it's something that's going on the entire time, it's something I might be able to fix. If it's something that's intermittent, then it might be on FD's side. But you sound good to me. You sound good to me the whole time. It goes when you start talking, then it clears up. I said, nah, you got a ghost. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Hopefully you guys can kind of deal with it a little bit through the rest of the show. We'll do some troubleshooting afterwards and see what we can figure out. They said whole time. Sorry about that. I'm not really sure why that is, to be honest with you. Let me go ahead and run through the market pulse, and then we'll see if we can clean it up so we don't spend too much time on that. Dogecoin currently sitting at 10 cents. That is down 1.83%. Toncoin at $5.24. That is down 2.96%. Tron is actually moving in a positive direction at 0.56%. And that is at 15 cents currently. Cardano still getting hit. Jeez, 34 cents. That is down 3.17. And at AVAX is at $25.39. That is down 1.71%. Shiba Inu, that is pretty much stagnant. That's pretty much even right now. They did have a nice move over 7 days. Chainlink is at $10.73, and that's moving in a negative direction at 2.97%. And then let me go ahead. Bitcoin Cash, we'll round out the 15 here, and that is at $316.99, and that is down 0.56%. Over the crypto bubbles, we got a couple big movers. Flare is up 22.6%. Conflux is up 13.3%, and Wormhole is up 10.2%. So I think Wormhole was a big loser a couple days ago, if I remember correctly. So it looks like they're turning around a little bit. Popcat's in the positive. Dewey is 7.7. Man, this has been getting a lot of positive vibes, we'll say. I hear more and more people talking about Sui. Yeah. Oh, that's all today. We'll have to look at that one on the charts, man. I'm interested to see what that looks like on the charts. Aptos is in the positive. Let's see your big losers. Beam, Bonk. Helium is not looking all that great. That's down 9.4. And XRP, of course. So that's kind of your big losers. Everyone else is kind of sitting in the middle, but most of them are trending in a negative direction. Liquidation heat map. We got this on the weekly right now. You got a hotspot at about 66,650. So that's where a lot of liquidity is sitting. Obviously, people are taking some leverage shorts there. And man, I mean, they play that one pretty good, but it is heating up. So people are setting stop losses up there as well. As it continues its down and right trend. I think our boy, who was it, man? Somebody made that trade the other day. Was it Al? I think Al made it. He took a short, a nice short. I think he was at like 63 something. So, but he said no stop loss, so he's not part of this equation. But interested to know, man. Are you still in the trade? Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you're still in that short. Let's see here. In terms of liquidity to the downside, though, it's kind of like, we talked about this. It's getting beaten in submission, right? It's not really hot down there. Not a whole lot going on. So that does leave the door open to find some support and potentially find a little bounce. And it looks like we might be getting a little bit of that. We're at 61K right now for Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and get over to the technicals here. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the daily, we'll start there. We did talk about this area. We've been talking about this area quite a bit. And it's really a range that we've been talking about. And what do we have? We have the dynamic reactor, we got the 50-day moving average, and we have the value area low. All right, so I said there was confluence here, and I would look for some price action. You did get that initial bounce. You also got some movement last night while they were having the debate, the VP debate. And so there, I won't say there was a consensus, but a lot of people were saying it as though Vance was doing, he was doing good. All right, we'll say that. I won't say he was winning or any of that, but they were saying he was doing good. All right, as he was doing good, well, price for Bitcoin was going up, right? Because he's pro Bitcoin, pro crypto. So very, very interesting to see how that actually had an effect on price action. Once the debate was over, however, though, we came back down to retest this area. So let's look at the 4 hour. Let's see what the oscillators are doing, because I'd be interested to see if we got, look at that, there it is. So we do have some bullish divergence, right? Price going down, RSI is going up. You got a reversal, you got into an oversold situation, but it is steady going up and right. We are now seeing the true 7 here. That's starting to trend up and right. Money flow was coming down though, so see if that levels out and turns back up. But I mean, this is kind of what you would look for. You find an area of support, and look at this. You got the 200 on the 4 hour. So you have confluence between the 4 hour and the daily in terms of finding support. 200 is a very significant level, whether it's on the 4 hour or on the daily. All right, that's what this red line is right here. So you're finding some confluence on 2 different charts or 2 different time frames. So that makes you feel a little better. What I don't like about it is everything is above you on the 4 hour, right? Dynamic reactors on the top side. Look, you got rejected off the dynamic reactor for extreme clarity. Then you got, I'm not too worried about this formation here. But I mean, chart prime for the win though. Did call the breakout, did give you smart target. It's on 2 right now. So that means it's already hit smart target 1. But looking at this, I guess you could say that, you know, this might act as resistance. I'd be more looking at the 50 SMA on the 4 hour, right? This is the blue line right here. And then you have a horizontal level of resistance. So unfortunately, you got a lot to work for. It's like we've been here in this scenario before, but your beginnings of a move are starting to appear, right? You see how RSI is all going down, and now RSI has had an opportunity to reset, find support, and start to work its way up and right. So this is the beginnings, right? This is the opportunity that we might have here to actually see a little reversal and see price action to start moving in a positive direction, starting at the lower time frames and working your way up, okay? So going back to the daily, let's just give you some, generic price action targets, we'll say. Right now, the 58, let's turn this to green. I don't know why that's red. That's just one that I was looking at last night. I was just looking at like, where do we have support and a little bit of resistance. This is just a horizontal level. See a wick off of that. So yeah, I could see that as acting like a little bit of support here. I don't know that I would be necessarily like super confident in that. My bigger area that I would look for is the bottom of this channel. If we continue to pull down, this is definitely where I would be a lot more confident. And then, oh, you know what? So looking at this trend line, that's what happens when you do stuff live, right? Looking at this trend line coming down and right, you can see rejection, rejection, rejection. It was resistance before it actually made its break. So when it broke, we got a nice move to the upside. And then, of course, we get, I'm not going to say black swan type of news, but like war and all kinds of bad stuff going on. Brings price down. But you do have confluence. This is probably why I looked for this horizontal, is because of this trend line. And I was like, hey, where can we find some confluence? You do find a little confluence there. All right, so there is an opportunity if price does continue to go down to actually get some price action off of there. You could go for a little bit of a short, not a short, like a scalp or an intraday type trade off of that level right there. Not financial advice. Do your own research, yada yada. Say that good stuff. All right, top side, you do have the 200. All right, so that is definitely going to be an area that will look for resistance. You can see it right here. Look how it was resistance before it actually moved. All right, so don't be surprised if you see the same thing. Works its way back up, and this is actually the point of this is a point of control. So you got confluence between the point of control and the 200 on the daily. Not ideal. It's not ideal to have on the top side of price action. So again, I think we're looking at like scalps and like intraday type things right now, because it's really, I got to be honest with you, it's hard to read because there's just so much on the top side of this. I mean, there's not as much on the bottom, but the 4 hours telling me, hey, we might have some potential. So short-term, intraday, scalp type stuff, you know, I would probably be looking at a move from maybe just here to here. So not a big move, 2.86%, a little bit of leverage might be worth your time. Again, to each their own. I'm not gonna tell you what to do here. But top side stuff really hasn't changed. I mean, this trend line, I found this on the morning show. I guess we got to take it into account now because it acted as resistance. Like we clearly are getting rejections off of that area. And again, I pointed this out before it happened. All right. So once we got up to this area, I pointed this out before it actually was like confirmed that it was resistance or this trend line was going to hold up. So I would recommend having this trend line on your charts. Just keep it on there if you're watching price action, if it makes a move up. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at in terms of Bitcoin right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to FD. Let us know if he still has an echo going on, and we'll see. I'll try to do some troubleshooting in the background, maybe on my side, to see if I can figure it out while he's going through the charts.
Check. So I'm looking at Sui since we brought it up, and I mean this. When you look at this chart, I'm on a daily time frame. When you look at this move right here, this is really what bull markets. This is what they looks like. I'm flickering in and out now too.
Yeah,
Are you seeing that too?
yeah, I was seeing that. Mix sounds good.
Mike Tom. Okay, well, I'll just keep going. So with Sui, it just looks like, this is what a bull market, this is what coins do in a bull market. So I'm not sure what news came out. I'm not sure what happened. I think it was some type of fundamental news that came out. But right now, a lot of people are moving from Sol to Sui, or they're comparing Sui to Sol. So a lot of times it was ETH versus Sol, and then now it's like, Ethereum is really not getting too much of a push right now. So it's like, and then it was Solana. Now it's everything looks like it's going to Sui. So right now, Sui is hitting a bit of resistance. This is macro resistance. We did come up here March when we had that run up through the whole market. So this was like sort of like a blow off top, motional move to the top. So I mean, if we can flip this, then I think the overall market will have to be bullish for us to flip this, and then we'll be in price discovery mode. Let me make sure. Yep. So we'll be in price discovery mode for Sui. So what I'm looking at right now is possibly some sort of pullback, probably to the 170 to 165 area. If we do get some sort of pullback, looks like we may be topping out here, especially with the market not really moving, the overall market not really moving. But sometimes we do have some outliers, and we've seen Popcat be an outlier, and we've seen Sui be an outlier over these past couple of days. So what I'm looking at right now is possibly for us to, get rejected here, come back down to this 170, 165 area. I'm not going to take too much time because it looks like something's up with my camera, but Sui, it seems like this is showing strength. So I just pulled this chart up. Usually when everybody starts talking about it, it means you're kind of late to the party. But it is showing strength, and I'm looking for coins that are showing strength this market. And this is one of the L1s that a lot of people are talking about. So I will be keeping my eye out on the Sui chart. But like I said, just zooming out and looking at it right here. I must have been looking at it when the market was going up, because I have buy area. I don't even remember looking at Sui for like the last 4 or 5 months. So I must have had this already wrote out, so as buy area. So I guess when we were up here and we were coming down, I put this as buy area. So we did come down. I didn't buy because I didn't have any alert set or anything like that, but it ended up playing out, and it went down a little bit lower than than I thought, I guess. So right now we could look for some pullbacks if you're trying to get into Sui for a longer term buy or investment. Be looking at that $1.70 area, and if we lose that, I think anything around this area here, if we really start to bleed around that 115, 120 area, would be a good buy zone for me if I'm looking at accumulating Sui, if the market does start to crap the bed a little bit more. So those are 2 levels that I'm looking at for Sui. Nothing, nothing too major. I'm really sitting on my hands when it comes to trading right now, unless it's like a quick scalp in and out. I'm just really chilling for the rest of the week.
Quick scalp in and out, baby. I love it. That might be a new little saying here. All right, cool. Let's go on over to my chart. Let's look at Cardano. We haven't really looked at that. The artist formerly known as Cardonzo, according to OC. That's what he loves to call it. We got a really important level here. We're looking at about 35 cents. We're just underneath of that. That was a nice horizontal. that I had mapped out here. So what was support looks like it is now going to be resistance. You can see we're falling back into the trend here, unfortunately, regressing to the mean. But there's hope. The reason I say there's hope is there is an opportunity here. Look at this. There's a potential that we could have a little bit of a trend here. So we could have a pullback and we could find support there because it looks like it wants to break out. It was trying. And before all the poopy news came out with what's going on in the world, the port strike, war, yada, 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 it looked like Cardano was ready to make a move, and it finally had gotten up over 40 cents. Bad news brought it back down. It's a fickle beast. Right now, Cardano is not strong. Like, let's be very, very clear about that. It's a softie. It is a softie. But that being said, you might have an opportunity here to set a higher low, right? So if it comes back down and we find support there, this could be okay. And by the way, chart prime for the win again. Look at this. Gives you the pattern, gives you the breakout, gives you the smart target. It's like you could pretty much just follow chart prime. And it seems to win more trades than it loses, to be honest with you. Is it perfect all the time? No. And this, so let's talk through this real quick. All right. Now, when I talk about these and it gives you a smart target, right? What do I say? What do I always teach you guys? Gives you a smart target with a pattern breakout. Where do you get out at? Not financial advice. I will say TradeFly's way to trade these pattern breakouts. At resistance or at support, okay? So where would that be? Any takers? How about the dynamic reactor, right? Like we had this horizontal here. That's a nice level, but this dynamic reactor, what's been acting as resistance going all the way down, you're not going to catch the whole move. I got it. Sometimes you lose. Well, you don't lose. You're not losing this trade. You're just not getting, all of it, right? But it's conservative and it protects you. Because if you would have tried to play the smart target, this is what you would have round tripped it. All right. You would have played the breakout. It wouldn't have hit the smart target. Looks so close, but it's an algorithm. All right. It's not going to be perfect every time. So then it would have came all the way back down, and now you would be in the negative had you made this trade and followed it up to the smart target. So that's why I always say find an area of resistance, a significant area of resistance, which would be the dynamic reactor in this case. And instead of taking an L, you take a dub, right? Take a dub of about 5%. I'm all in on that all day, every day. Give me that. And I'll just rinse and repeat. So, something I want to show you guys. But that being said, set an alert here. You can see it's already been triggered for me. That was a buy area, 30 cents. So I'm going to have to actually delete it and then bring it back, because if it comes back, guess what? Let's jump on it again. Why not? Because it's showing that it's holding up. Go to the oscillator. Let's look at that. See what this looked like when we got this second touch here. So I talk about this a lot. All right. You get first touch here. All right. You can see this wick. This wick is definitely showing you buying pressure. It's a pretty long wick. And then it came back down for a retest of this area. But what do you see in the trend? Well, if you're looking at the prime oscillator, you see the trends going up and right. Okay. That's what I like to see with a retest of a significant area of resistance or support. So where did that come from? How did I come up with that line? Because the wick went down below it. Why didn't I use the wick? Well, I go back and I look at the charts. I zoom out. Look at this. Look at how much that stands out. So you can see right here, support, big breakdown. Remember, when I see a significant movement out of an area, that keys me in that this is probably going to be an important level to look at in terms of horizontal support and resistance. All right, here, big retest, and it just popped off. Broke down, retest, came down. Popped off again, but came down. What did it do? It tried to find support in that area. And then we came down underneath, retest, OC retest right there, right? We always talk about that, OC retest, breakdown. Came back up. What do we find in resistance? So over and over again, this level specifically at 30 cents is showing you that it is very, very important. All right, so if price comes back down to there, I got no issue adding to bags, buying, taking a long position, whatever the case may be on Cardano. I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't know that it's going to stay in the top 10. I don't know it's going to stay or ever get back up to the top 5 or any of that. But taking a long position and holding this for a little bit, dude, it can get back up, especially if we get into a bull run again. Cardano is going to move. I think it's probably going to hit its head around $1 personally, because that was a very, very long-standing, significant area of price action and psychological. So that's kind of what I'm looking at Cardano. I don't think it's a bad play picking up some at 30 cents and just riding that baby out until about, I don't know. I mean, if you look at this, that's probably your safe bet. Your conservative bet is somewhere around 80 cents. But I think $1 is really the play for Cardano. That's where you find out a lot about Cardano, is when we get back up to $1. But I don't know how I ended up getting that zoomed out, but that's what I'm looking at on Cardano. Let's see, FD, you got anything? Anything you want to look at?
No, I think I'm good for today.
You good? Wrapping it up.
My camera keeps going in and out on my end as well, so I want to try to troubleshoot a little bit once we get off. But
okay, so you're seeing that internally on your screen as well?
I'm seeing it on my screen too, yeah.
Okay,
but
right.
Hopefully my audio is still good.
Your audio is great.
Matter of fact, hit the charts. Hit the charts, man. We can't go out like that, man. I got something for you, man. Shout out to my guy Elio Trades, man. I've been looking at Super. This is one that I've accumulated in the bear market. Shout out to my guy. He's been putting a lot of work in on this. This is not a shield. This is not a paid promotion for Super. But I like the chart. And I think, I don't know if gaming is going to have one of those big runs like, all the gaming crypto guys are talking about, but I do think this one is going to do good. And I like Illuvium. And I like this one and Illuvium because they actually have, I know Illuvium has a product that you can play. The gameplay looks good. The chart, is not, hasn't been moving like I wanted to, but it has a low market cap, a lowish market cap. It has a lowish circulating supply. So that's one of the things that I look at when I'm looking at coins to accumulate. So I've been accumulating in the gaming sector, Super and Illuvium. And with the chart, man, just a shout out, just putting this on everybody's map. This was my buy area. We popped out of here. I was buying all, back here. I was buying a little bit down here, around 30, 25, 30 cent. And then we popped out, and that's when I stopped buying. And then I said, okay, this is my 0.65 to 75, 65 to 75 cent area is my buy area. So we went up. Everybody thought we was going to $10. But, patience, always plays out in crypto. We came back down, came all the way back down to about 35 cent, which was Confluence back here in the bear market, the end of the bear market. And then we broke out again. So I'm just putting this on people's radar. If you're bullish on gaming, or if you think gaming can have a run, which, hopefully it does. A lot of these gaming coins have low market caps, so they have a lot of room to run. So I'll be looking at probably getting one more small bag if we come back down to this 70 to 65 cent, 65 to 75 cent area for Super. So we came down, looks like a falling wedge. We broke out of the 100, broke out of the 50-day simple moving average, broke through the 200. So we probably come down as this, let me get my drawing tool. This 200 probably start curving up, price starts coming down. So we'll probably meet somewhere, around this dollar area. See if that holds. If that doesn't hold, that means, the market is probably doing something, or the market is still remaining sort of bearish. And then we'll probably come back down to this area here at this 65, 75 cent area. So I'm just putting that. This is not really a trade. I mean, all my altcoin buys right now are trades, but they're just longer term swing trades. Like, I'm only investing right now in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and whatever I got that I've been holding since the last bull run. But right now it's just like, let's say I didn't own any Super, if I buy some Super right now, it's basically a trade, just a spot trade. I'm not calling it an investment. So I'll just ride it all the way up, you know what I mean? And then I'll, potentially look to sell at the highs, just take my initial investment out, or take some off the table, and then, see how far we go up during the bull run. But I'm looking to sell all my altcoins this bull run, and I'm going to either convert it into Bitcoin, fiat, or some more gold. But I'm selling all altcoins. All altcoins. Yeah, so that's my plan right now, is to the coins that I'm getting in now, like, if I see something like Sui seems like it has a nice retro. Mike Tech just said they just launched their mainnet, I think, this week. So that was one of the catalysts. I think that, the anticipation and then the actual launch that took Sui's to these new heights. So things like that, I gotta, you just gotta make sure you're privy to and try to front run those moves. And if you got in at, Sui, that was almost 100% move, over 100% move. So let's say you had, $1,000 and you're up 100%, like boom, not move on to the next one. A lot of people try to hold for all these huge gains, but it's really a rinse and repeat game.
So for Sui, it looked like you said there was some macro resistance. Yeah, are we ready for a little bit of a boop?
But
Huh?
yeah, it looks like it, man. Looks like
All
we
right,
might
all
be
right.
getting. It looks like we might be getting a little bit, man. But
Short City. All
uh,
right.
it might be something. So we'll see, man. We just gotta just get through this week. Let's get through this week, man, and see how the market turns along. The stock market was up today, and crypto was down. So we gotta,
Yeah.
hopefully we're just lagging a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, so a couple shout outs here in the chat. So tomorrow is going to be the 1-year birthday episode of Piper Academy in the morning. So I think we're going to have Trade Intuition on tomorrow, if I was reading it correctly, as well as potentially Alex O coming on one of our shows tomorrow. So that will be super cool to have those guys on. They are all family. So again, happy birthday to us, I guess. But it's been fun, man. I think I've been here 7-8 months, somewhere around that, maybe more. And we have grown so much, and that's because of you guys, and truly appreciate it. I think I want to say we were at like 600-800 subs when I joined, so I've seen the explosive growth. We're doing big things. We are, as you guys said, trying to build an empire over here. If you guys haven't noticed, we're trying to kind of consume the day. Get your morning show, your pre-morning show, your evening show, hopefully, and you got the trading afternoon show. So I mean, we are trying to bring the full gamut here on Piper Academy. So it's exciting times for sure. But it's all thanks to you guys. Honestly, that's what it's all about. That's why we do it. Let's see. Wick 589, TradeFly, good people. I could tell that from the 2 seconds we said hey in a Nashi bar. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You guys are good people as well. So it's great meeting you.
I don't know why I read that as in a nasty bar. I'm like, what kind of bar was y'all at? Nasty bar. It's a nasty. Okay. Yeah. My glasses, man. I keep telling you, I don't even know where my glasses at, man.
Yeah. I mean, there are some
I'm
nasty
like, y'all
bars
was at
down
the
there.
strip club, man. Y'all didn't tell me. Y'all went to the
Is
strip
it?
club and didn't tell me.
do they even have that in Nashville? I'll be honest. I don't know. It was a good time. It was a good time down there. My buddy, he was down there playing. He was was it Bon Jovi? I think it was the main stage of Bon Jovi. Dude, it was really cool, man. Seeing one of my old Marines. So it was cool. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this one out. And thank you guys for being here. And if you got anything from today's episode, please hit that like button. I did see that Al said we had a couple spies in the house. So if you guys are spying, take the time, hit the like button. We would appreciate it. Just don't do it if you're driving. Make sure you stop first. Then smash that like button. We would definitely appreciate it. So you guys have a great evening. Trade safe, be safe, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to get on the morning show. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it tomorrow because I'll be flying all night tonight. And as you guys know, there's a lot going on in the world. So I might be busy. That being said, though, we will see you Crypto Nightcap tomorrow for sure, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to get out of here. FD, you got anything for the people?
No, man. We got one more day, one more nightcap show. So we try to make that one a good one. Just send you off on the weekend. So thank you everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we worked on them. It wasn't too bad. Your camera's flickering, but the audio, I mean, it sounds like that's worked out. So, but yeah, we'll troubleshoot after the show for you guys. Try to clean it up for tomorrow. But with that, we're out of here. Have a good night. Stay safe. See you tomorrow.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, passion you can go and obtain. Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.